Hello and welcome to my shop. This is Jim Dedman, Sawlogs Plastic Hubs. Hope you enjoyed today's video. We'll be doing something interesting, so hang around, let's have fun. I'm just sort of, now like I say, this plate's not bolted yet. See, now I've got a little bit of stick out, which I had figured. Probably got a little more stick out than I really wanted. But I'd had to got even a thicker plate, so I'm fairly happy with that. So now, see, with this drive dog, like that, and let me get me a scale that's laying right over here on the workbench. Excuse me just a second. And so basically what I'm looking at is, we may have to, so we've probably got about a 1/2 inch there. So this is close to half, this is a little over, that's 3/4. So what we want to do first is, what I'm going to do first things first is I'm going to zero this thing up in the mill. And we're going to go ahead and put this slot in here, and that way we kind of have something to work with. And I can always come back later, and I'm going to drill it later. Now, it'd be better to put it all at one time. I agree with it, but I'm kind of trial fitting everything as I go. So, off to the mill. Okay, so what I've done, I've just got the camera on, and I'll fire the mill up here right quick and let you see. I've basically got her all indicated in, pretty close there. I don't like much, maybe a thou off center. That right there is close enough for what I'm doing. Now what I did, just for informational purposes alone, is I just took a drill and kind of hit the corners of it here and here, kind of got me a rough center, and then I put the coax in. So what we're going to do now is, we have the center of the part, so we have 0 established. So now we can always go back to it for a little bit. And what I'm going to do, the way I'm going to do this is, basically, I'm going to mill, and I'm just going to take a scale. I figured it out. I want to come basically 1 inch from the bore to right here, and I'll probably mill into this step a little bit. So basically I can mill to about a 1 inch mark here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blue it up and scribe it. Bring you right back. I'm not going to get aggressive. I'm only going to go 50 thousandths at a pass. I don't want to try to be reckless or nothing like that. So, all right, let's get her a shot and see what happens. I have a number I'm going to look at up here to go to, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to mill to the number. And we're just going to keep taking these 50 thousandths passes, and let's see how this works out for us. All right, this is what I'm looking for right here. And doing all the stuff I got to do, I will say this, just be truthful. That's working out really good there. The problem with the tapping was we're right there in the register. Guys, if you don't have a powered knee lift like this of some sort, you need to get one. That's the most handiest thing. I made mine off of a pattern that Dale Deary used. My mills got a little bigger drive than most of them. So, but basically, it's worth its weight in gold when you're drilling holes like this. And I like this. I'm not saying I don't like the idea of milling them, but by doing them the way I'm doing this one, without the milling, see, I've got plenty of adjustment. If I got to put a bolt in it, that's fine. And it works just as well. And now we're through. And we still go ahead and put the bolt pattern in that I'm going to put in and figure all that out. And I'm going to go ahead, while I got this plate on here, I'm going to go ahead and do the bolt pattern. That's one thing about all these different length tools. Creates you a little bit of work. All right, it's just a nice little chamfer here. Don't need it much. Tap go right in there, and we'll be cooking with propane gas here, folks. Just laying this right over here in the mills. I finished this last one. One thing I did find is I'm really going to tighten these up good. So. A couple little light bumps there. I don't have a lot of strength in my hands. I ain't hitting it very hard, so trolls can be fed. All right. What was going on is when I got down there that had a little breakout, that's where the problem lied. And I'm going to have to deburr the register now anyway because of the fact that the first hole's in the register, but we're just going to use like a 1/2-inch bolt, screw it down there. I don't know if I got one long enough. I'll have to get one. Probably I may just take an Allen bolt and cut the head off, probably. Well, that's all drilled and tapped out. Now we'll get to work on the next problem. Okay, this is the last positioned hole where, one of the things you got to be careful, there's not a lot of support down on this end of the part, so we got to be careful how we drill it. It can move. Probably a better setup would be to put it centered up in the table and clamp it instead of using the vise, but we're just going to take our time, drill this one hole, countersink it, and be done with it. This is some pretty tough steel, but it'll be great for what I'm. One thing, it will be a lot of wear resistance to this, as far as when the drive dogs and all that gets involved. So I'm gonna actually go get a grade 8 bolt when I do this. There we go. All we got to do now is countersink it, and I'll bring you back for the countersink. Here comes the counter, and I figured out I could run the countersink like a drill. So that's cool. And I thought I could, but I just didn't want to take a chance in the first one. And there we go. Let me give myself a little room there. We'll pop the screw down in it, see how it looks. And whoa, now watch both ends here. Oh yeah, that's good. All right, we'll take that and we'll hit the D-bar. Okay, we hit it right quick in the D-bar. There we go. We're good to go. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to hand deburr these things right quick and turn my deburr on and just rotate this thing around by hand and just put a quick chamfer on the stuff. This one right here has got to have a lot more work done to it, but we're going to try to catch the top. We're going to probably have to file on it some. So there's got to be a little bit of hand work always. This will get us all, this plate will be almost done except a little bit of filing here. There we go. I got that knocked out. We'll take it over here to the bench, put it up on the file pad. Okay, let me do this again. I had the volume off. I'm taking these out so I can drill them. I had a little problem with the plate. The steel plate moved just a hair the way it was set up in the mill, and so that's going to cause me a little bit of a potential alignment issue. As long as we're careful, it should be just fine, but we're going to drill these out that way. So that's the plan this morning. Alright, I've selected a transfer punch, and I've got me a transferred punched hole. Now we just need to get it set up, the drill. Okay, let me zoom in just a little. Alright, what I've done was just punched it. I just got to set it in my vise just like this, so I can get the first hole in. I'm going to have to do each one of these holes because of the situation. So we're going to just have to bite the bullet here. And it isn't what I want, but it's what I got to do. So that's just the way it is. You have a problem, you have to deal with it. And so we're just going to, the old saying, make the best of the situation this morning. So put the deburr tool in and deburr it out. Let me cut this off. I can re-edit it. Okay, it's time. I'll probably go get my power thing here before this is over with, but let's get it all lined up. Shift it into back gear. In this tap hole. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to the bench and bolt the plate together right now and tighten it. so that every one of these are going to be in perfect position. So the next thing is we're going to need to deburr the back side of it. So let me cut this off. Since I had this little mistake, I can't just... The easiest thing would have been to done was to lay this thing out and put the same hole pattern in the mill in the bottom plate. Just chucked it up, put the same hole pattern in. And if everything had been like it's supposed to, now I hadn't had this to slip just a little bit, then that'd been the ideal situation. Problem we have is that's not what we've got. So to ensure this is going to work, I could transfer punch it, but to eliminate any error, I'm going to go ahead and put the plate on and drill and tap the plate separately. I'll probably take the plate off after I drill the hole, but this way I have everything in line, lined up. It's a little more trouble, but that way if I'm off, my hole patterns off radially or this way a little bit, I mean, it won't affect the function, but this makes it a pain to get it together. And this way my transfer will be exactly right. Well, here's the problem. Everything's together. There's 5 thousandths run out in the center. The center is bad. So I'm going to try something because center's no good the way it is. I have some hard turning inserts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to index this thing and mark it to where I can put it in the same place every time. More or less make us a zero mark in the plate. And we're going to try to hard turn this thing. Right there spinning in the lathe is the completed plate with one of my arbors on it. So everything looks good, works good. If I need to use the other parts of it, I could put the bolts in it. There'll probably be some finishes. And I hope you enjoyed the video of the build. This is a tool I really wanted and needed, or felt like I needed. And I've done some unusual machining practices on this, so I hope you enjoy it. And until later on, next time, we'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed the video. So let's put a disclaimer out of the way. This video is my idea how to do things. It's not the only way. So I hope you enjoyed it today. The other thing, comments are always welcome. Please take the time if you feel so inclined to make a comment on my videos. Also, I appreciate all my subscribers, the new ones and the new ones. And finally, the other disclaimer. This is a copyrighted production of James Dedman, Saw Logs Plastic Hubs, for your enjoyment on YouTube. Thank you, have a great day, and we will see you in the next video.